Hey, what's up, everyone? I wanted to talk about. I've just been looking through some movies and shows, and I wanted to talk about something that there were some scenes that I remembered in The Lone Ranger, and I can't remember them now. But when it first released, when this movie first came out, when The Lone Ranger with Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer released, we really enjoyed that movie. Mama and I both really enjoyed that movie. First of all, we're big fans of Johnny Depp, and we thought that they did a really good depiction and adaptation of The Lone Ranger. I love the Lone Ranger theme song. So does my mama. She loves that song, as the theme song as well, the way it's done. And I noticed in the movie there was a difference. Now I'm going to have to watch the entire movie again sometime, and I'm going to see if I notice any type of notice the change that I noticed before, because there were several scenes. There were actually a couple of scenes that have been altered or changed, and I'm talking in the original movie, because when I put the Blu-ray in and watched it, we own the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital version of this movie. And when we first got it and we watched it, it was the same. And then when we had watched it months later a second time, I noticed, and so did she, that there was a difference in some of the scenes. And I think it was one of the train scenes, but I'll have to find out. I'll have to look and watch it again. It might be back to normal now. I don't know. I wish at the time I had been familiar with the ME, the term and the phenomenon as a whole. I knew things changed, and I knew things were different, but when I watched it, I was like, didn't so-and-so happen? I remembered asking Mama that. Didn't that happen this way? Didn't this happen that way? And she said, yes, it did. What happened? What did they do to it? They must have changed it. And that's what we would sometimes say then. I guess they changed the scene. Why would that have changed? And then I thought later, why would it have changed after we watched the Blu-ray disc? The Blu-ray changed, and the online version. So why would the physical copy have changed? And then later I realized that it was the ME. This phenomenon. And the reason why I'm not necessarily saying the word, the effect out, the reason why I'm not saying the words is because it seems that, by the way, is my parents' anniversary heart there. Happy anniversary heart. It's on top of the Blu-ray player in front of this particular TV here. But the reason why I don't say the phrase is because of their flagging certain topics and certain hashtags, certain tags, certain statements, certain words. They flag them, so I don't say them. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes it seems they do that. I don't know if they do or not. I'm going to test it and see if that has anything to do with it. But you're going to have to put it in the title anyway, and some of the hashtags, so I guess it really doesn't matter. And then in the beginning and end, Johnny Depp was playing an older version of Tonto, and it was just really well done. I liked this movie. I loved it, actually. I thought it was a really good movie. And the sequences that they did, this movie should have gotten a whole lot more credit than it did, and it should have been a whole lot more. It should have been talked about more than what it was, in a positive way, because being the fact that Johnny Depp has Native American Indian bloodline in his blood, I feel like that they should have felt like it was paying homage to them instead of disrespecting them. They didn't disrespect them at all, in my opinion, at all. And they just go way overboard with that kind of thing anymore, this PC mess. PC principle, yo. Mad respect. PC principle, yo. Respect. You know, South Park reference there, but that annoying character. If you remember that song by Ray William Johnson, you're a douchebag, douchebag. That song right there, douchebag. What? You know it's 2 a.m. and it's dark outside. You don't need those sunglasses. That was a song by Ray William Johnson, Your Favorite Martian channel that he did, and that was one that I actually downloaded back when downloads took forever. They took forever, literally, like hours to download. If you fell asleep, it was too bad. Then it canceled out. But they, I don't even know, you really can't hardly download videos anymore, but you can stream them. But sometimes I get fortunate enough to be able to find a way to download them. But the thing is, yeah, that reminded me of the way people are now. That's the classic definition of a douchebag. A douche. Pardon my language, but I know what that is. That's just what they always call them, a jerk, basically. And that's what the definition, that's what the classic, I had a teacher that fit that description. He fit the description of that completely. But anyway, I'll talk about that another time. There's a scene that's changed in this movie. You know, before, yes, some people are going to state, he just went on and on over nothing, without getting to the point. But I'm just talking about something personal. There's a scene in this movie, and I think that these things have been going on longer than before we even realized that this was a thing. And I wonder how many things we've missed because we didn't write it down or put it under some kind of, under the term that was coined. This term that was coined. The ME phenomenon. This has been going on for a long time, much longer than anyone even knows, but it really took off and escalated after 2015 and 16. But there were some scenes that changed in this movie for me and Mama as well, but we can't remember which one. I can't remember which one it was, but we didn't think any more about it or talk any more about it, and I haven't spoken about it until just now. There were some scenes in this movie that changed, and there have been so many scenes that have changed in movies throughout existence. The existence of our lives, and I wonder how many times we've ignored them and just moved on without actually categorizing them as an ME, as what it is. So anyway, give your thoughts. This has been happening for so long, but yet we didn't put it down. We didn't write it down. We didn't think about it. We just moved on. And there's been so many altered scenes or changed scenes that are alternate or different than what we remembered, and yet it was before this term, this phrase, this term that's been coined. Alright, that's all for now. You don't have to hear me talk anymore right now. Peace and much love. I enjoy talking to you all more than you'll ever know. More than you ever know. Peace and much love. Signing out. My links are below if you'd like to show love and support. It's 1:49 a.m. and I'm going to try to get some rest after I take care of some things. I fixed dinner tonight, fixed a meal. Mama was feeling really, really bad, and she said it was like a gift. It just felt so, she really needed something to eat. She didn't feel well, and I'm glad I felt like cooking at that moment, so that's a good thing. I cooked for my parents, and they enjoyed the meal a lot. Mama and Daddy enjoyed the meal, so that's a good thing. It's great. Feels good to help people. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit, and I'm going to have to take care of the animals again, and the cats, and the dogs, and then maybe go to sleep and get some rest. Let's pray for a good, calm, happy, peaceful Sunday. I love you all. Signing out.